touch of glitter to the edge of any shape is quick and easy and totally mess-free with a Sakura Clear Stardust pen. Let me show you the tools and products you're going to need for this technique. First, you're going to need some sort of die cutting machine, and in this case I'm using the Cuttlebug. You're also going to need an ink pad and some coordinating cardstock, and I'm using the Vivid Tea Rose and the new Gina K Designs Bubblegum Pink. Then you're going to need a sponge or sponge dauber. You're also going to need some sort of die, and I'm going to use the Spellbinders Nestabilities die here, and I really like the Nestabilities dies for this particular technique because of that open inside, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And then you're also going to need, of course, the Clear Stardust pen. So to begin, I'm going to cut this die out, and I'm going to start with an A plate and a B plate, and then I've placed my piece of bubblegum pink cardstock down, and then my Nestabilities die is face down. Then next I'm going to apply the C plate on top and cut the shape. Now once I've done that, I'm going to remove the C plate and flip the entire thing over. Then I can pull away the excess cardstock. And now you can see I have the die blade side up. I'm going to add my tan mat, my B plate, and then a piece of chipboard on top. And this is going to allow me to emboss the center of that die. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And now I have my embossed piece of cardstock, but I'm going to leave it inside the die. Now this is the magic of Nestabilities. This is one of the things I love about Spellbinders dies, is the fact that they're open on the inside, which allows you to do stenciling or sponging to create a different color between the center of your die and the border. And that's going to make it really nice when I glitter that border. So I'm going to grab a sponge dauber and some Vivid Tea Rose ink, and I'm going to begin to sponge just around the perimeter, like that, of this die cut shape. Now it's kind of hard to see any difference right now as I'm starting to apply this ink, but once I pop this die out of this die cut out of the die, you're going to really be able to see the difference. And I'm just lightly sponging. And now I kind of want to fill in the center a little bit with color too. So I'm going to take that same sponge and I'm just going to twirl some ink around the center just to fill it in a bit. Okay. Now my next step, because I'm creating a card that's supposed to be a fairy tale storybook theme, I want to add a scored line down the center. So I'm going to pop this die out, and you can see how that border is now much more obvious. I'm going to grab my score pal and I'm going to line it up so that the center of my little storybook here is right on a score line, top and bottom. And then I'm just going to score a line down the center of that a couple times, make it nice and deep. And that's going to give me the look of a storybook. Now to add glitter along the edge, because I have a nice defined edge here, I'm going to take my Stardust pen and I'm just going to color right down the side of my shape. And what's nice about this is you can go around curves very easily. Because it's a pen. And I'm going to continue to go around the entire perimeter of this die. Now you can see in this close-up shot how beautiful that glittered edge looks, how it shines and shimmers. It's the perfect backdrop for a storybook card. The die I used to cut this is the Spellbinders Label 7 die. And let me show you my finished card project. Here's my beautiful little fairy tale card, and you can see how pretty that perimeter is, all glittered. I also added a little bit of the Sakura Stardust pen onto the magic wand and onto the rim and hearts of the little frog's crown to give it a little bit of extra shimmer and shine. It's just the perfect touch for a card like this. But I also want to show you how beautiful that looks when you're creating an elegant card like this one. I added a little bit of that shimmer and shine to the perimeter of the card as well as around that oval shape. And then I've added some glitter to the butterflies and to the tulips. Isn't that just beautiful, the way that glitters? And then in my last project, I did the same thing using the Labels 8 die. I cut it out and I embossed it, and then I added shimmer and shine to the perimeter. And I also did it on the tag as well, and added just a little bit inside the center of the flowers. Stardust glitter pens dry so quickly and add a mess-free shimmer and shine to any project.